What's going on YouTube? Having a hard time sleeping, so thought I'd make a couple videos, two to be exact. Um, I'm trying to do more phone videos than gameplay because my gameplay videos, they're okay, but they're not where I want them to be. So I thought that I'd make more recording videos and talk about what's really on my mind and like facts and stuff that I know and interaction videos, seeing like some interaction stuff. Now, I am going to switch up my gameplay videos and try using a webcam. So, you get reactions and whatever. So, I'm going to try that. But anyway, today I thought that I'd talk about Flight 914, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the government will tell you, for one reason, that Flight 14 did not exist. But the truth is, it did exist, and it did happen. Um, They'll try to cover you up. Oh, that's fake. That's fake. But that's because they don't want you to know what I talked about a couple of videos ago, that time travel does exist. Okay, it's been out for the longest. It's not going to be released till like 2025. I think around that time. Okay, don't let them tell you different. Okay, but Flight 914, and I'll post the video in the description below, is the flight that took off in 1955 with the old B-type plane engine with the older models and a couple passengers. They were only in the air for a couple hours, and then radar lost them, and everything went dark. And then the Coast Guard looked for them. Everybody looked for them. Everybody just searched. They presumed dead. They crashed. They could never find the plane. Okay, time went by. Things moved on. 1992 rolls around. Something pops up on the radar, and it says this is Flight 914 coming from Miami to wherever. I have my crew and some passengers, and the air pilot at the tower couldn't believe what he heard. But it was actually the crew, and they didn't want to freak the pilot out by telling him it was 1992, and they'd only been up in there a couple hours. Now, in my head, the plane was supposed to run out of fuel or go down or something, but I think entering the Bermuda Triangle, that it's messed something up. So for them, it was only a couple hours. For the tower, it was generations. 37 years later, exactly. That the plane landed, and they got on the ground, and they said, hey, this is 1992. Let's get you guys off the plane to see what happened. And the pilot freaked out, and he said, we're not leaving. Or we're leaving, let's go. And the plane just took off again and went back into the Bermuda Triangle. Was never heard from again. And at the same time, it just disappeared off the radar like it did in 1955. So if you do your research and watch the story I posted in the description below, you'll see that not only was that a true story, but somehow it you got to stop and think about it. I mean, the modern planes, they're updated, yes, but to see something like that just come back and still be running, still be in the air, still be able to land and take back off and have enough fuel to go back up there, I mean, it's questionable. I mean, it could have had fuel. It could have had enough because they only in the air, a couple hours for them. But at the same time, it puts some question. Does time travel exist? Has the government already invented this and uh, not told us because it's not the right time for us to have access to it? Are they waiting for the near future? Because I heard that not just about Project Pegasus, but that around 2000, 2001, it was already invented. Um, it was succeeded, and the CIA was using it, and then other people were using it, and so on and so forth. Um, that's just what I heard. I heard that the government wasn't going to release it until about 2025 or sometime after, that it would be available to the public, and they'd have insurance, they'd have stuff to where you can get back, and if you go back, then you'd have money, you'd have passports, you'd have ID for that time period, because back then things were different. Um, so that's what I heard. So that's the story around Flight 914, and I'll post the video in the description below, so you can watch it for yourself and understand that I'm not just tripping here, that something really did happen. Um, but leave a comment below and tell me what you think. I just thought that I'd make a short 5-minute video of a story that I found out on YouTube that I was watching and share it with y'all. So leave a comment below and let me know if you thought it was interesting.